All right, it's time for last minute betting with the Sports Nuts on the trade deadline day. Yes, I think we've got half an hour till it ends. We got to see if anything else happens today. Been big news. OddsJam Player Prop mobile app, folks, for iPhone, iPad, and Mac computers. Check the link below. Go to it. Discord link is below for the paid picks. And the links are below for all the best sports books in your state. OddsJam Partner Program. Share that link with your friends. You get 20% of all the revenue generated from that link. We got live chat available. Like and subscribe to this video and the YouTube channel. Fill out the form below in the description to get a personal one-on-one tutorial on how to make $2,500 a month sports betting. Mike and I got Calendly links down there. Don't forget TikTok, OddsJam_Nuts. We need to get to 9,000 followers. You want to talk to Mike? Mike at OddsJam.com or Bob at OddsJam.com. I got all that done by the end of the trade deadline. Man, I'm good, dude. You got it.
Hey, you know what?
That was good.
You may be the only St. Louis person that has accomplished anything before the trade deadline today. And that includes your beloved Cardinals.
They got two left-handers. That's all I can say.
Okay.
And they didn't have any left-handers. Steven Matz is done for the season. You got to understand the guy tore his MCL. He's done.
Yeah.
Flaherty's done for the season. And I'm going to tell you right now, okay? I'm going to put this out there. Let me do this real quick. For all of you baseball naysayers out there, there's a guy by the name of Rick Hummel. He wrote for the Post-Dispatch for years. He is in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He wrote an article before the trade deadline saying, if the Cardinals get Soto and they don't get any pitching, they're not going anywhere in the playoffs.
And I agree with that. Hold on. I agree with that. However, sounds to me like they could have gotten the same pitching they got and gotten Juan Soto. So I'm a little confused as to what in the heck they're even doing. Because if they had Juan Soto,
then they wouldn't have had a center fielder. I tried to explain that to you earlier in the day on the radio show. You got to have a center fielder. They got nobody to be a center fielder. They got rid of Bader. Bader, you don't even know if Bader's ever going to be near the player he once was with plantar fasciitis, which, by the way, guess who else went out with that same injury yesterday? Chris Bryant. All the money that Colorado paid him out with plantar fasciitis. Let me explain something to you. There's no treatment for this, okay? There's no cure for this. There isn't. They don't have.
I get that, Bob. But here's the bottom line. And as I pointed out to you earlier, then you're banking on your only center fielder is Dylan Carlson, right? So if he gets hurt, then what? Then what?
We know that.
Then they don't have a plan either way.
That has nothing to do with it. You've got to have an experienced guy out there. Dylan Carlson is in his second year and has proven that he can play center field very, very well. And I'm telling you, man, he's probably going to be a Gold Glover. Thank you, Jordan Thackeray. He's pumped for Bob's rant on the Cardinals trade deadline. You know what? It is what it is. At least we're not the Tigers. All right, Mike, what are your picks?
Oh, man, that is brutal. That is brutal there. Yeah, so I ended up taking the Reds on the money line. Obviously, that game's getting ready to start. You got Ashcraft on the mound. Braxton Garrett going for the Marlins. They hit him pretty well last time. Cincinnati's offense has been pretty potent lately, believe it or not. Not bad offensively. So with Miami just having nothing going offensively, I like them to come through. Then Bob, I'm giving this pick. I know you have it as well. This isn't my lock, but I am taking the Cardinals on the run line tonight. I expect them to take care of Chicago at home. And this is certainly a spot for them to really keep themselves within distance of Milwaukee, because you can't screw around here with the Cubs. They're a division rival. They're not a good team. You got to take care of business. I expect them to do that. Took the Orioles on the money line as well. Really surprised that we're getting, Lyles on the mound for Baltimore. He's been decent at times. I know he's not great, but I'm really surprised we're able to get Baltimore at plus odds on the money line here against Texas, who isn't exactly a great team themselves. And you saw last night, Baltimore handled them fairly easily. So I'll take Baltimore on the money line with plus odds. And then I'll go to the Dodgers on the run line, obviously, -1.5. Why not? And then my lock I'll get to.
Well, you already said my lock. Cardinals on the run line, -1.5. Let me tell you something right now. I really thought the Orioles were really trying to turn the corner. I don't like the trade of Mancini, a guy who overcame cancer. I really like the kid a lot, and I hope he does really, really well in Houston. I'm rooting for the kid, and I'm especially rooting for him and the Astros against the Yankees. Although I don't like Dusty Baker, so I'm kind of torn there, Mike. Did want to tell you this. I just want to throw this out there. Never once did I ever think that the Cardinals were getting Juan Soto. Not once. I was hoping. Never once did I ever think they were getting him. Honestly, it's a ridiculous trade. You got a guy for 2 1/3 years. And then I hate to tell you this, guys, but he's bolting. He's heading down the road. He ain't signing to San Diego as a free agent, and he wasn't going to sign to St. Louis as a free agent. He's either going to L.A. or he's going to New York. He's going for the big money. He wants a $500 million contract, and that's what he wants. He ain't going to Detroit either. Okay? Let's get that straight, Jordan. The guy's going to be a free agent. It's going to be the richest contract ever, and, that's just the way it is. It didn't work out. I heard that he would have liked to have played with Albert during Albert's last year, but it just wasn't going to happen because the Nationals, honestly, I think that the Cardinals package of the players they were going to send is a lot better than what the Nationals got, my opinion.
I mean, look, Washington has just completely dismantled that team. They've lost so many guys. The list just goes on and on. And look, I mean, San Diego had to give up a lot. No two ways about it. The question will be, how will they be able to keep a guy like Juan Soto there? Will you end up losing Machado in this process as well? Obviously, Machado's probably, well, maybe so. And that still doesn't hurt. I mean, they're still in good position, I think, but the Dodgers aren't going anywhere anytime soon. And now if you're San Diego, you got rid of a lot of guys, and the Dodgers kept a lot of guys that you know what I mean? So yeah, you had to kind of outbid them for Juan Soto, I guess, in a sense. But now, if you're the Padres, you absolutely have to re-sign him. And the Dodgers could end up getting him either way, for all we know. I mean, they've got the money. So now the Dodgers not only have the money, but they've got the prospects still too. I mean, they're the Dodgers. The Dodgers, I still think today, are sitting better than the Padres, even after this trade, just for the fact that they kept all their young prospects. And let's face it, even without Juan Soto, they're still light years ahead of the Padres in the standings. So I don't know how much this is going to change the Padres competing with the Dodgers. Honestly, it gives them a better chance, yes. But does anybody here? You're going to say, well, when Tatis comes back, well, yeah, but
he's already coming back.
The Dodgers have. I mean, the Dodgers are in good shape.
No, I wouldn't disagree with that at all. But the one thing that the Padres can do that you probably haven't thought of here yet, okay, that is they can trade him in the offseason. They don't have to keep Juan Soto. They can trade him the next year. He's under their control. So if they don't sign him, they can trade his butt for a boatload of prospects going the other way. I think the whole deal with the Padres getting Soto and the Cardinals not, plain and simple, I think Josh Bell, he had no place in St. Louis. It wasn't going to happen, and the Nationals wanted to unload him. So that
may be true. That may be a big part of it. I don't think I could sit here and say that's not a factor, because if you're Washington, you want to unload both of those guys and those contracts. So why not? If one team's going to take them both, yeah, the Cardinals have no place for Josh Bell, truth be told. I mean, you could platoon him at DH and all that, but I mean, let's face it, it wasn't going to do them any good to take on that.
In San Diego, he's going to be the starting first baseman, Mike. That's already a given. Luke Voigt just got traded, so he's gone. Yeah, he's part of that deal. And Hosmer got traded to the Red Sox.
And hey, you know what? I know people kind of laugh. Joey Gallo, he does end up going to the Dodgers, and I mean, a change of scenery. Look, Joey Gallo, he's not
terrible
good right now, but he can hit the ball out. And if he gets on one of those Matt Carpenter, I mean, look at the Yankees are living proof of picking up a guy that is, falling off the map. Matt Carpenter, who's to say Joey Gallo doesn't go to the Dodgers and have some kind of impact like that? It is possible. It's not anything that stands out as an amazing move right offhand, but having that bat as an option at some point can't be a bad thing when you're the Dodgers and you're already extremely good.
Padres in a first game of a doubleheader against the Rockies. They're winning 7-3 at the end of the sixth. Unfortunately, I'm telling you, I'll root against the Padres all day long. Any of you guys out there, San Diego Padres fans, I'm sorry, I can't root for them. They're trying to buy their way to a championship, and we'll see what happens. I'm glad they took Hader out of the division, though. That way I don't have to see him anymore for a while until the playoffs, maybe. Hoping somebody knocks them off. Okay, let me share my screen, Mike, and let's go look at Positive EV and see if there's anything out here that we might want to jump in on. All right.
Okay.
We got the Reds on the run line -1. It is a Positive EV play +176 on the perfect line, +186 when you take the juice out. No Vig fair odds, 31-cent market width, +190. I think we need to do our redo our settings here. What do you think? I think the width is a little bit too high. Yeah, it is. It's up to 40. Let's knock it down to 25.
Yeah.
That'll take that out of there completely.
Although I got to be honest with you, I do have the Reds on the money line tonight, so it wouldn't surprise me if they win by 2+, just because their offense has been good lately. But I don't know that it's worth laying a bet on. Honestly, I'd just take them on the money line, and be done with it.
Three teams that really made a lot of moves: the Braves, the Phillies, and the Twins.
Yeah, and that's my lock of the night right there. You're looking at the Braves and Phillies over 8.
Okay, well there you go. It is a Positive EV play.
Yeah,
15-cent market width, -137.
Yep.
On the perfect line, -128 when you take out the juice, -125 on BetMGM. Let's hit it.
Let's hit it.
I like that play. Phillies just got Syndergaard. The Braves with moves of the Twins got Molly.
Look, this game is this is Phillies Braves, two pretty good offensive teams. I don't think you can go wrong with an over for these two teams, right? I mean, it is right. It's the route that these two teams kind of go. They definitely have some pretty good offenses. So,
okay. Now I love it when you get this, Mike. You got a total runs over 10.5 in the Tigers Twins game, and a total runs under 7.5. So you know what my thought is play somewhere in between and take 8 over 8, or just take the over 7.5. I'm not touching that one right now. An NRFI between the Rangers and the Orioles, +100 on BetMGM. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'll lean it just because you do got a couple of guys with some heavy ERAs, so to speak. Lyles has been okay at times for Baltimore, though.
Half a unit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, half a unit.
Yeah. I would like to, Bob, line shop the Yankees on the run line tonight, though.
Okay, well, we'll do that here real quick. Astros -2.
No.
Okay, against the Red Sox, Red Sox are falling apart. All right, let me do player
Well, they
props.
did. They came through last night and won. I had the Astros on the run line last night as my lock, so I had to change it because of that. I had the Mets on the run line, but I switched it, and
That wasn't a very smart move, was it?
well, no, yeah, but I mean, we were trying to make some money, so be it.
All right, I've got Austin Riley over 1.5 player bases today. I also like Dansby Swanson since he is my Dinger Tuesday home run pick, Mike.
Yeah, and I like Riley as well there. I took him on that player basis prop. You certainly can't go wrong with him. He's up there amongst the top in total bases. So, yeah, definitely love that play. Austin Riley's a heck of a ball player.
All right, before I go any further, I got to give everybody our picks for Dinger Tuesday. We had the Dinger Tuesday video earlier. We will reiterate them. I've got Escobar, Wendell, Reynolds, DeYoung, Swanson, Springer, Abreu, Winker, Buxton, Marte, Garcia, Mancini, Murphy, and Turner. Mike has got Starling Marte, Aguilar, Telez, Arenado, Ozuna, Guerrero, Pollock, Judge, Correa, Walker, Calhoun, Alvarez, Otani, and Betts. Mike went with the bigger name guys. All right. You wanted the line shop, the run line. Is that correct?
Yeah, let's line shop that run line.
Run line for the Yankees game. All right.
And the reason I'm going there, Gilbert is on the mound for Seattle. He's kind of been, he's arguably been their best pitcher, but no J-Rod, man, in the lineup for Seattle. I think we can roll with the Yankees at home, who have been dynamite at home. Forget about taking them on the money line. Take them on the run line. If you're going to take them on the money line, you just take them on the run line,
Okay, plus 125, same as the Pinnacle line here on DraftKings.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, let's hit it.
Yeah, I like it. I like the Yankees on the run line tonight. And Seattle, this second half is as hot as they ended the first half of the season, Bob. Going into the All-Star break, they've slowed down a little bit. Now you've got, Julio out of the lineup. That's concerning.
Okay, nothing there in the Wyndham Classic. I need to see whether Randall has his CFL.
Yeah, Jordan, we will do that.
No, that is not up yet. Still finding. All right, let me go to the bet tracker here real quick. What's Jordan want?
We're gonna take a look at a futures bet.
Okay, all right, we'll do that here in a second. So we're gonna take an NRFI with the Rangers and the Orioles plus 100 on BetMGM. Dansby Swanson over 1.5 player bases plus 115 on FanDuel, and the Yankees minus 1.5 plus 125 on DraftKings. All right, futures in what, Mike?
Let's take a look at the American League real quick. Let's see what some futures bets are to win the American League here.
Okay.
I'm interested to see.
Okay. And I'm waiting, and there it goes. Yankees at plus 190. Astros at plus 200. And
yeah, I like the
Blue Jays plus 700.
Yeah, Bob.
Why are the White Sox still even in the picture here? They're not going anywhere.
I have no idea. Bob, I still like the Astros. I really what?
Okay.
You're real good at interrupting me. I like the Astros. I like the Astros. I think that when you look at these two teams, the Astros have had the Yankees number. And if you look at what these two teams have done, you could say, well, the Yankees adding Montas has got to put them over the hump. But I like the addition of Mancini. I like the Astros bullpen. And, Montas has been in Oakland where Houston is familiar with him. So it's not as if we're comparing that move with, with these two teams, I'm not sure that it's enough to make me not like Houston. You know, I'm sold on the Astros.
All right, since we're here, let's look at the National League winner real quick, see if odds have changed at all. Dodgers at plus 175. Mets, you can get them at plus 350. The Padres are at plus 490. I would imagine those are going to change. And look at my Cardinals at plus 2,000.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, look, the National League is this is tough. I mean, Houston and the Yankees in the American League, to me, are the top dogs. I really think that. I don't know that there's anybody outside of Houston or the Yankees that I can see beating them out, right? Whereas the National League, Dodgers, Mets, I mean, you can't – the Braves are going to be in this mix. You saw the key pitching that they had in the playoffs last year. They may not have the greatest of greatest pitching, but they've got guys that step up when they need to step up, and they've got an offense that is just lethal. And, you know, I can see either one of those three teams coming out of the National League. So I'm still, as of right now, I am still leaning towards the Dodgers.
Me too. I'm agreeing with you there 100%.
But I'll tell you what, it's not with confidence right now. It's not with confidence because the Mets, I mean, look, the Scherzer effect is real, man. He's a gamer.
That's funny. He knows a guy is ready to talk NFL player prop bets for the upcoming Raiders game. Wow. And he is with you on the Astros completely. All right. So that's about going to do it for the show. We've given them the lock. Your lock. Have you given your lock?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the over 8 in that Atlanta-Philadelphia game.
Okay. And I'm taking the Cardinals on the run line. I am sitting here with a record of 50-35. Lost that one last night, Detroit. Jordan, you're the only one chatting here. The only thing I can tell you is your Tigers really let me down. They should have won that game. There's no reason not to.
No. He could have told you not to make that your lock.
It doesn't matter, man. It was plus money. It was a really good chance.
It was a good play.
By the way, I won about 50-something bucks off the Yankees on the run line last night.
It was a good play, much like the Diamondbacks last night. I went with the Diamondbacks on the money line, and I know we can sit here and say, yeah, but they lost. Well, yeah, but, man, they sure had a great shot at winning.
Almost had it. That Marlins pick was not good, though. All right. We are going to be back here in 38 minutes for early betting. We're going to also look at the NFC East in the NFL. We'll be back.
Yeah.
All right. 8 minutes until the deadline is over, Mike.
Happy Juan Soto to the Padres Day.